Hey y'all, I got some fresh peaches on our way home from the beach in Chilton County. If you've ever had them, they're really good. And so I'm gonna make a peach cobbler tonight, but I was gonna try the pivoting peeler that comes from Pampered Chef. I've never used it before, so this is gonna be my first time, and let's just see how it works on here. Oh yeah, works pretty good. I don't have the stone wedger for like the peaches yet. That's gonna be my next thing that I get. So we just gotta cut these up the old fashioned way. That works pretty good. I like it. Okay, the rest of the recipe calls for 4 cups of peaches, which was about 5 of them peeled and cut up, and then 3/4 cup of sugar. And then you're gonna put it in a saucepan and just let it kind of cook down a little. Then it also take the 9 by 13 pan and melt 6 tablespoons of butter. Put that in the oven and let that be melting while you're getting this ready. This is the small classic batter bowl. It holds 4 cups, so it was perfect for getting my peaches ready. Now I'm gonna get the batter ready. Okay, now for the batter is a cup of all-purpose flour, which I love white lily flour. That's the flour I always use. So we're gonna do a cup of flour. Like I said, it calls for all-purpose, so that means you're gonna have to put a little salt and baking powder in it. So there's the cup of it. Then it's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which this is my little Pampered Chef measure thing as well. I love this thing. And then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Then you're gonna do a 1/2 cup of white sugar, and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Which this particular recipe calls for just a cup of white sugar, but I did a cobbler the other day and it's 1/2 of brown sugar, 1/2 of white sugar, and it was so good. And then 3/4 cup of milk, but let me double check to make sure. So yes, it was 3/4 cup of milk. I know I tell y'all all the time, but I love this measure all cup. You can do wet and dry. And then the other day, I got these little whisk tongs. You can open them up and use them as tongs, or keep them closed and use them as a whisk. And I just love it. It's a handy little thing. And I've got my peaches over here. They're still cooking down. I've got my butter melting in the oven. Let me show y'all my peaches. They looking so good. Look at them. And then I'm also making sausage and cabbage. I just chopped up my sausage and chopped up my cabbage and put a little bacon grease in it, and I fried my sausage first, then add my cabbage. Some people like peppers and onions. My family don't really eat peppers and onions, so I don't usually put it in there. So we've got this batter ready. We're just gonna let them peaches cook down just a little bit longer, and then we'll pop it in the oven for about 40-45 minutes at 350 degrees. I'll show y'all the finished product. Yeah, so I've got my butter melted in my 9 by 13 pan. I've got my batter mixed, and so it's gonna be a little runny. We're gonna put it over here into the pan. Okay. Gonna just kind of mix that around a little. And then I'm gonna add my peaches. They've cooked down. This is what they look like. They smell delicious. And we're just gonna add that and just kind of mix it all around. And then it said to just sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar on top. And we are gonna pop it in the oven. That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna let that cook about 35, 40 minutes, or 40, 45 minutes, sorry. 40, 45 minutes.